Hello, I'm going to experiment with something a little bit different. I've filmed a talk that is meant to be the first of a series that I've called The Conquered and the Proud, Roman World Empire, and it's based around lecture series I used to give, primarily one I ran that was intended for university students, but not ancient history specialists, primarily for people coming in from all sorts of backgrounds. And the idea was, even more so true of these talks, is that it should be easy enough to follow and hopefully is interesting and informative to anyone with some degree of interest. It's a little bit like the books I write. I hope that it's interesting enough for anyone who chooses to watch or listen to follow and to enjoy. But for those who already have enthusiasm for the subject and a background in it, I hope that even they will see some new interpretations, some new ways of looking at things, because it's always worth going back to subjects we think we know very well and considering a different way of looking at it. So my aim is to cover in something like 24, 28 talks of an hour or so each. Given my tendency to ramble on, they might turn out to be longer than that, but hopefully not too much longer than that. Illustrated a little bit where appropriate, with images, with charts, with tables, with details, and do this as an introduction. But I'll do the first couple, but really it's a question of whether or not people are keen enough for me to go on, because obviously there's no point filming 24 or 28 hours of lectures if no one's that interested. But I wonder whether this would be a different thing, something that might help people make their start on Roman history, as well as I say, interesting other people. So if you like this, please in the comments section let me know, and if you want me to go on, please do let me know, and we'll see what happens. But the first one is up now, so see what you think. That's very much talking about what the course will be in an overview, and soon I'll have a second one which will look at the Roman Republic in 200 BC, which is our starting point, how its political system worked, how competition amongst the aristocracy worked, and go on from there. And we'll deal with all sorts of topics. We'll look at narrative history, we'll look at the wars, we'll look at the political disputes, but we'll also look at some themes, particularly when we come to the Principate, and we'll look at questions like religious aspects. The early church will look at the Roman army, Roman frontiers, Roman provincial administration, the different relationship between the emperors and different classes within Roman society, whether in the provinces or Rome itself. So there's lots of things to talk about, and we'll see how this goes. It's going to take a while to do this. It'll be maybe a couple of talks each month. I shouldn't think they'll be any faster than that. So if we do go into this, we'll be at it for quite a while now, probably, for well into next year. And although I'll add some other talks about individual topics in a different folder, in a different playlist, this will be the main thing. So as I say, let me know if this is something people think they'd like me to do. If they don't, I'll go and do other things in individuals. But I thought it's worth a try. Let's see how it goes.